The FBI has announced more details around the National Guard shooting in Washington, D.C. yesterday. A 29-year-old Afghan national is currently in custody, accused of shooting two West Virginia National Guards. The US Attorney for the District of Columbia paid tribute to the two guards, who remain in a critical condition.
First and foremost, our hearts go out to the victims and their families. These are dedicated service members who were performing their duties in service to our nation, and they are currently in critical condition. They have undergone surgery. We pray for their well-being as they continue to be cared for in the best possible way. We have been in constant contact with their families and have provided them with every resource needed.
The FBI has also confirmed the man, the shooter, worked with the CIA in his native Afghanistan. Mark Stone has more from the crime scene in DC this morning.
First, the gunman, the suspected gunman, who is in a hospital at the moment. He was injured. A lot more detail about him. 29 years old. Rahmanullah Lakanwal is his name. He entered the United States in 2021 under a Biden visa scheme. You'll remember that was the point at which the Americans pulled out, that chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan. And as a consequence of that, many Afghans, thousands of Afghans and their families who had worked with the Americans and with other NATO troops in Afghanistan were given access to a visa scheme. Now, some of them, it is perfectly normal, would have been working with the CIA, who were operating in Afghanistan as well, and it appears he was one of those. So he would have been vetted and given a visa, put on a visa program to be brought here under the Biden administration. So there's a political element and a massive political row to what has happened in terms of the visa program there, and President Trump alluded to that in his statement last night. Let me show you the scene here. This is a bus stop. We're a block from the White House. One of the National Guard soldiers was shot right there. The other one was shot just the entrance to the subway station. It was clear from the video that we've seen that we're not broadcasting because it's very graphic, that a lot of work was done, a lot of first aid was done on the two of them here in situ, and I imagine that first aid would have been absolutely critical to allowing them to survive. They are in a critical condition in hospital now, in two separate hospitals, we understand, here in the DC area, but they are alive, and that, for everyone on this Thanksgiving Day, is clearly a blessing. The investigation into the suspected gunman has led the authorities, including the FBI, to Washington State, where he was from, on the other side of the country. He drove, we're told, from Washington State to Washington, D.C. That's a drive of 2 days. He had a handgun with him, a Smith & Wesson pistol, a revolver. So that is part of the investigation. That's now down in Quantico in Virginia being looked at. So a wide-ranging investigation and a massive political storm as well.